What's up, guys? This is Sapphire, and I'm joined once again by Unstable, and we're casting this really interesting match series here between Nirvana, who spawned as the red Protoss, and he's up against Select, who spawned as the blue Terran. Now, this is on Metalopolis, and we saw a really good game between these two that Nirvana took out on Lost Temple. So now we've got the second game in this series, and really excited to see this because we've got a really high level game, and it's one of Southeast Asia's best Protoss players against an international star. So really curious to see what we're going to see in game two, especially considering Nirvana equated him so well in the first game.
Yeah, absolutely. Really strong playing by Nirvana there. But just looking at the spawn positions here, I really think this is good for Select. Just because he can drop, he has a really short Reaper distance in case he ever wants to do some harassing. And it's really perfect positions for a late game metagame, which I'm pretty sure Select is strong at. Nirvana tends to like to mix it up and finish it in the mid game from what I've seen so far. And he especially likes Phoenixes versus Terran on Metalopolis from the games we had against the up-and-coming stars a few weeks ago here in Australia. But looks like we got a pretty standard build order from Nirvana here. Going to be putting down a 13 gate, jumping back over here to Select. 12 barracks for him as well. Just noting here, he's not actually walling off his ramp versus Protoss. Now, this has been a bit of a change once you get into the higher areas of the ladder, just because Terran have a really hard time with Stalkers just picking off those supply depots from the front. And I think a lot of the high-end Terrans have gone, nah, not going to deal with it. It's okay, they can come up to my base anyway because we can kite you better with Stim. So both players sending out their scouts. They are going to meet each other in the middle over here, so that should pretty much give away where the other player is. So I wouldn't be surprised to see both these workers beeline for the very last place that we're going to be scouting.
Yeah, they sort of met in the middle there, just having a nice little meeting on their own. Interesting that Select has deviated his build here. He's gone for this refinery a lot slower this time. We did see him throw that down before his barracks in the last game. This time, he's thrown it down much slower. Similar build coming out from Nirvana, though, who's throwing down that aggressive cybernetics core and timing it just nicely with his pylon coming out at the back of his base. Now, the good thing about this pylon positioning at the back here in this smoke, it does mean with these close positions that if Select tries to float a building across into this smoke, which I've seen so much, trying to get a sneaky little Hellion into the Protoss base and try and harass the probe line, it does mean this pylon's going to pick it up and he can deal with it accordingly. But we are seeing a bunker go down inside Nirvana's base. This is just a little bit of a nuisance that we're seeing here, although we are seeing Nirvana react accordingly, trying to take out this SCV. So this is just mineral harassment. I don't really think he's going to be able to finish this, and is going to really annoy Nirvana. And we do see it cancelled. It was just a little bit of cheekiness, maybe in in retaliation for the fact that Nirvana actually won the last game, and he doesn't want to fall behind the mind game. So just a little bit of BM there coming out, as we do see a pylon going down in Select space. So already craziness going on in this game.
Yeah, this probe has survived a very long time considering there is a Marine and a Marauder out. Props to Nirvana for that. Really doing the hide and seek back at this it's a little fog a bit back here, but a very early command center going down for Select. I think he was just trying to put Nirvana on the back foot with that bunker at the front, making him think there's some kind of early push coming, but then completely backs off and just keeps everything alive. I'm really impressed by this.
Yeah, once again, we are seeing Nirvana hiding this Twilight Council. He really likes to be sneaky with that one. And still, no checking the smoke here for Select. But we are seeing Select moving out to the Zelnaga, trying to be a little bit aggressive with a couple of Marauders, just to be a little bit offensive to try and cover his expansion, which came down at 25 SCVs, which is really early. Sorry, 25 food, sorry, which is really early. And we are seeing Nirvana sticking to what he knows, sticking with that same plan by the looks of things here, but still no picking up on this proxy pylon, as we do see two more barracks come down. So it is a similar build from Select, it's just involving a faster expansion. So this is obviously another one of his set builds that he uses against Protoss, and he's executing it here. It's just curious about whether or not he's going to be able to hold this expansion, especially when he has to put up with harassment coming from the proxy pylon warp in, as well as these Stalkers, which seem to be heading towards the main right now.
Yeah, Nirvana seeing this expansion and straight away dropping down 3 extra warp gates. A great choice by him. He knows that he has that opening in the middle here where he can be extremely aggressive. The third barracks for Select only just finishing now. He will have a lot of bunkers at the front of his base. He's dropped one's finished, the second one's almost done, but it's really not going to make a difference because he still hasn't scouted this pylon at the back of his base. Nirvana doing a great job of picking off those SCVs, not allowing that second bunker to finish. If he can keep that up, it's going to really help him as soon as his gateways finish, as 2 of them are finished, all warping into warp gates right now, with the 4th just about to go, and we don't see a Dark Shrine as well for Nirvana. This could be really annoying for Select if he keeps some of the stuff at the back. But we got Zealots warping in at the back. I'm not sure if he wants to send them to attack straight away. He might want to keep this advantage as long as possible, but no, Nirvana really wants to put the pressure on as soon as possible.
Yeah, he's just back and forthing a bit with these Stalkers, trying to buy time for his main. Bunch of kills going on for these Zealots, going to town on these SCVs. Each of these Zealots with a kill right now. So, and one racking up 2 kills while we see these concussive shells Marine Marauders chasing down these Stalkers, going to pick them up, but these Zealots still going to work, going to take out a supply depot and a barrack and a refinery right now. So this is problematic for Select. Despite the fact he cleaned up those Stalkers, he's coming in now to deal with 3 Zealots, and Nirvana has got such fantastic value from the investment of these 3 Zealots. The only thing he needs to be careful of is Select has not lost many attack units in this engagement, so I imagine we're going to see a counter, but no, we are seeing these Dark Templars warping in into Select's base here. This is going to be problematic. He's got 70 energy on one, so both scans, both orbital commands have gotten a little bit of energy for one scan, taking out this proxy pylon finally, but Dark Templar is going to work, hitting the natural expansion, and Select is in huge problems. His army's out of position to deal with this. Scan going off, trying to find that Dark Templar. One Dark Templar does go down, but he only has enough energy for one more scan, so he really needs to hit this one on the money and not let it out while he's desperately trying to get more SCVs out, and this whole time this is going on, Nirvana has been able to get his gold expansion operational, so this is great news, and there's still this 6 kill rank mentor Dark Templar in Select's natural expansion shutting that down right now.
Yeah, the gold expansion for Nirvana is up already. He still has 2 DTs back in the base. The main does not have any energy. The natural does have 1, but he still has 2 DTs. So if he has to waste that energy on that, like he just did then, he does get that extra DT, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see this Dark Temple from the natural walk straight up into the main to do some more harass, because he does know that he doesn't have much in there. But oh no, I missed the missile turret on the ramp there. That's why he's been keeping it down the bottom. They're really just forcing the Select not to be able to use anything right now, but there goes the scan for that final DT. And looks like we got leg speed coming out as well, but Nirvana really strong position right now. If we have a look at the income tabs, he is at 35 workers to 16 for Select. He has gold expansion as well, so Select really on the back foot right now.
Yeah, Select is in huge trouble. Even though he was not able to get that Dark Templar into the main because of this missile turret, that entire time those Dark Templars were going to town, not only were they getting SCV kills, they were shutting down the mining time on those minerals, and they also meant that mules that would have come from those 4 scans that he had to burn were just wasted. That's a lot of lost minerals, a lot of lost SCVs, a lot of lost mining time, and Select is massively behind now, and Select realizes it, grabbing all of his army right now and going in for an attack. I would not have been shocked to actually see him grab all of his SCVs and go for an all-in here, but looking like he's going to try and deny this. Dark Templar being warped in at the gold expansion. Select walking past, does not realize it's there, looking like he's going to hit the main. Templar Archives is done though, but no Sidestone research being researched yet. We are seeing Sentry throwing down a nice defensive force field, buying a little bit more time for Nirvana. Scan going off and that Sentry goes down, but another Sentry coming out. He's going to be able to force field this ramp indefinitely if he keeps this up. He's got to throw down that force field. Few units do get in, and that Sentry is going to go down, but now we're seeing a bigger army from Nirvana coming up and going to attack this Marine Marauder ball that's split in half while this Dark Templar goes to work on the units in the main.
Yeah, these Zealots tearing apart these units at the bottom for Select. They just got really cornered back in there, but the DT